Hello and welcome to the 28 Days of Beth. This is day 12 of 28. It is Monday, May 6th. It's kind of late in the day already. It's about, you know what, I don't even know what time it is. It's about almost 6 o'clock at night, so sorry for the late post. Welcome to Atlantic Ocean. It's about 65 degrees. Started off cloudy, now it's sunny. Winds are out of the east at about 10 to 12. Since the last post, we traveled about 45 miles from Poindexter up to Norfolk, Virginia. And we stopped at a wine festival, the Norfolk Wine Festival, biannual festival was going on. It was a good time. I nearly got detained for flying a drone. Apparently there's some rules that go along with that I'm not quite up on yet. I just got the drone. But I do have some photos and you can see everybody closing in on me. So I'm going to put that up as soon as I have a better signal. Our signal's been pretty bad. Out of Norfolk through the Chesapeake River and the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, which is kind of neat, seeing the cars disappear into the ocean and then coming back up a half mile away. And we saw 15 to 20 large naval vessels, including the aircraft carrier George Bush. We were going to head to Ocean City, Maryland, but since the winds are good and the weather should hold out pretty much for a bit, about a day, we're going to go straight through to Atlantic City. It's about 191 miles. It's going to take us about 35 hours. And so we'll sail overnight. And our ETA is going to be tomorrow about 1 p.m. I don't know if you can see that. Here's what it looks like on the map. We're going from here, outside a bit, and into Atlantic City. And we came out of there this morning. 10 years ago today, in 2009, Beth was in the hospital, and as I mentioned yesterday, she had some trouble with her lungs, and pneumonia started to develop, and she started having a lot of trouble breathing, and her blood oxygen level was falling off in the low 90s, high 80s, which is not good. And they put her on a ventilator to force more air into her lungs. It's like the BiPAP or CPAP mask that you see. And I didn't know at the time, but those masks are only made for adults. So it kept falling off and slipping on her. And I was trying to MacGyver it back together, and we were using everything we could to keep her comfortable and keep it on there. But it didn't fit her small face very well, and she was starting to get pretty exhausted and annoyed with it. Because it was hard for her to communicate. If she wanted to eat, she had to pull the mask up for a glass of water. So it was just really a pain. But her pain meds had her kind of groggy now because she was still in a lot of pain. So I was glad to see her actually get so exhausted she just fell asleep instead of being awake and uncomfortable. And I guess the message for that today is I've had a lot of times in my life when you feel really exhausted, take care of yourself. Breathe deep, relax, take a nap, get rested, get your energy back. Because if you don't have your energy and you can't be awake for yourself, you're really not going to do anybody else any good. And don't be overwhelmed. Step back and see what's really important, and if you step back far enough, you might be really surprised at what you see and start focusing on something else. So again, I'm sorry for the late post. We might be out of range overnight, like the dark side of the moon, and probably till mid-afternoon tomorrow. But we'll see you again. Thanks again for all your donations and support. And keep liking and sharing these posts every day. I know I haven't given much video of what it looks like out here, but here we are. You probably can't see it. There's Norfolk about, should be part of it, about 30 miles behind us. Another sailing vessel out there, and the radar says they're just heading north, probably even north of Atlantic City. We got really good winds going today. Died down just a little bit, and seas are at about 1, maybe 2 to 4. Flags aren't doing so good. I got to get on those, a little wrapped up, but everything else is doing well. Seeing lots of dolphins and wildlife out here today, especially pelicans hunting, and they just go right in like bullets. So thanks again for all your support, and we'll see you tomorrow.